Yo, what's going on, Mondo?
Good, man. We had some pretty good weekend of fights this past weekend.
Yeah, they were all pretty fire. There was a lot of good matchups, a lot of good, I'd say underdogs winning. We'll get into that, but yeah, pretty quick
The return
turnaround
of
for us.
Chama. I
What were you saying?
said the return of the Chama.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. I'll get into that, bro. In terms of the betting line, that shit did not make any sense. But let's see here. These undercard fights were pretty decent. Let's see. I didn't see too many of the early prelims. I think I started watching on the regular prelims. Um, I think I started on the Patchy Mix fight. I took he's okay. Did you see Patchy Mix's first fight in the UFC?
It did not. No.
Dude, so he's supposed to be like a good like he was over at Bellator and he's supposed to be like a really good contender in the UFC. And his first fight it was just god awful, dude. He fought Bautista. He basically just stood there with his chin in the air and was not like moving his head at all and just getting hit the entire fight. And
Mhm.
then, yeah, it was just so bad. And then, like, he's like a grappler and a wrestler, and he just didn't take Batista down. So then he fought this guy, Jakob, for his first UFC fight. And
Mhm.
I think he's like a really good Polish fighter, like a champion in like a lower ranking promotion. But I bet on this guy because I hate Patchy Mix because he ruined my parlay last time. So I bet on Jakob, right? And um, he won the first round, and then the second round, Patchy like, took him down and actually used his wrestling. But then Jakob got up and then started kind of just pouring it on him with like the teep kicks and stuff, and outstruck him. So the second
Mhm.
round, I think that the sports books thought Patchy won, but um, I thought Jakob was winning the second or barely won the second round. And then the third round, Patchy just pretty much took him down and controlled him for most of the round. So by the end of the fight, Jakob was like plus 1,000, like something crazy. No, he was like
Holy
plus two.
smokes.
He was plus 2,000, right? So I was
Yeah.
like, I was sitting there. I was like, how is this plus 2,000 when I thought he won the first round? The second round was 50-50. So even if Patchy won the third round, it could still be a split decision. So I took Jakob plus 2,000 and I won that bet by split decision, bro. That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, it was like ten
that's big
dollars to
buck.
win like $200. So I'm forever gonna just fade Patchy because he's just so bad. His wrestling's really good. He just I don't know, he just didn't use it in his first fight, and then this fight, Jakob was a good grappler, so he was able to escape in the first two rounds, but the third round it was kind of I think he was just tired or something.
Right.
Yeah. And then this fight, this was crazy. This Korean guy was like trolling this Santos dude like hella
Mhm.
the first round. Like Santos would miss and the Korean guy would just start doing like funny ass shit. And then the round two, he got clipped like right away and he got knocked out. It was so funny.
Oh shit.
He was playing too much.
That's what
Oh my god.
happens.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Without even like knowing either guy, which guy do you think would win?
This Atiba guy though, he's hyped up from the contender series, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen those highlight videos of him, how they're trying to hype him up.
Yeah, dude. He's from Cameroon. He's basically like um a middleweight Ngannou. And he just
Yeah, it looks
freaking
like
dude, it was bad. Um he was like minus like 1,600. It was crazy
he
odds.
looks like a Dragon Ball Z character.
Literally, dude. And then he had him on the cage. This Tristan Vines guy was literally running around in circles for the first 3 minutes. And then the Atiba grabbed him against the cage, and it was just like he. It looked like he barely hit him, and Tristan Vines just starts stumbling around and falls on the ground. It was kind of funny. It almost looked like a fixed fight. It's so bad.
Really?
It was obviously not fixed, but it was just the way, like how easily he went down. It was kind of funny.
You're just fighting scared.
Hmm. And then it was like one shot basically put him out, and it like didn't even look like it landed that clean.
So is this guy, is he like just super explosive or what's
Yeah,
the Tiva guy?
yeah. I think he's just really, yeah, really strong. Like he doesn't look like a middleweight when you watch the fight. He looks like a light heavyweight.
Yeah, the dude's cut.
Hmm. Um, then a Boost versus Joe Pfeiffer. Man, I thought a Boost was gonna give Pfeiffer a better fight, but he got submitted pretty fast in that second round. And he was not doing well in the first round, I don't think. I didn't really see it, but oh, maybe he was. I don't know. Actually, it looked
I
like
had
Boost
two,
won the first round.
right?
I guess well, I didn't watch it, so I didn't know, but I guess he did all right. And then it was over quick in the second round, so that's interesting. I thought Boost would control. I mean, I guess the first round does show that I thought he would get the takedown and then kind of control him, but um,
Right.
he ended up getting submitted, so that was surprising. Then Emmett versus Laws. I mean, that was just yeah, that was 1 minute and 38 seconds into the fight. He got a submission. It was an armbar, and it didn't even look like Emmett's arm was straight. And he just, I think he did a
Oh,
verbal tap. Like it was a really weird live. He just had like his arm trapped, and then all of a sudden the fight
right.
was over. So it's like one of those where it's just like I think he felt that his arm was gonna get pulled, so then he just tapped right away. So it was funny.
This is where
I
I started
read.
watching right here.
Yeah, dude, this was fight of the night. I or one of the fight of the night. Yeah, probably fight of the night. Oh my gosh, I was betting on big. Like I was just I've been pretty big on Khalil Roundtree. Like he's just so good on the
Right.
feet. What'd you think about this fight?
Um, I thought that Khalil was gonna win. I thought what he was doing the first two rounds that he was gonna be able to do for three rounds because he was just way faster. But Yuri has a hell of a chin, you know, and then he put that pressure on him in the third round, and like nothing that Khalil was throwing was like bothering Yuri at all. And he was just coming forward and just picking his shots. And then Khalil, I saw him starting to get a little tired, moving back, circling. But yeah, I guess those shots that Yuri was hitting him with were really fucking him up.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I was just I don't know. I did not think Khalil would like gas out like that. I don't know if he was gassed out or if he was just like so like stunned from the shots that he couldn't recover.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I mean
Um,
he was dominating the first and second round. I thought.
yeah, he looked way faster. Like he was piecing Yuri up, but
Hmm.
Yuri, I mean, he never got hurt or anything. But it
Yeah,
was back and forth, and then that third round, they started like getting in the clinch, exchanging elbows, and then Yuri started, countering over the top,
yeah,
and
dude.
that knockout was nasty.
Bro, it's just like the Pereira fight. Khalil
I think it
started
was a
really
nasty
strong.
knockout.
Oh yeah, the knockout
Yeah,
was way crazier, but like it was like the same flow where Khalil started off hella good, and then he just could not keep it together once he gets hit clean. He just can't fucking. I think he just stops thinking of like he just doesn't think as well, and then he just like lets his defense open, which is what happened in the Pierre fight.
right. Like his instincts takes over, and he doesn't have like the
Yeah,
best instincts for survival.
yeah, exactly. He just starts throwing like power shots that are just like not well timed or anything. He just basically trying to get him off of him, and then he just like yeah, that was sucks because I think that was Khalil's chance to get a title shot.
Yeah, and it would have been. I mean, I don't know, because then you have Olberg too. Olberg was looking good. He just won, and then who else? Like, pretty much Olberg and Yuri, right? Those are the only top two that could fight for the title next.
Yeah, pretty much. Now it's gonna be, I think Yuri versus Olberg. I think they have to do that fight.
That'd be sick, and then from there, see who fights for the title.
Yeah, because I don't think Pereira wants to do another quick turnaround like he has been. I think he's just gonna wait till like middle of next year or something.
Right. And then over here we have Corey, man. I really was pulling for Corey. I know that Marab, his gas tank is crazy good, but I wanted Corey to win just because he seems like he's a cool dude.
Yeah, same. Oh man, just it's just crazy, bro. I don't know. Rob's just too good.
I mean, in the first round, Corey looked like he was doing like decent, you know. He was
Yeah,
defending take decent. And then he got hurt. I don't know how Marab, he has pillow fist. He was able to hurt Corey, and then it went kind of downhill from there.
dude, I noticed that like as soon as the fight started, like first and second round, I was like before the not before he hurt him, I was like, dude, this guy Marab is like a boxer now. Like he's actually putting weight behind his punches. And
Yeah, I don't know.
it's like interesting though because like, I don't know why he hasn't been doing that because it's not like he has to worry about getting taken down. So he might as well just throw. He never gets tired either.
I think it's part of his system, like how he gets takedowns, and then how he from
Wow,
takedowns he
yeah.
can set up like certain punches or whatever.
Yeah, man, I did not expect him to hurt Corey like that. That was crazy. Corey
I
usually
mean, he
doesn't get
doesn't.
hit too hard.
No, yeah, Corey doesn't get hit too hard, but he doesn't have a lot of power because he would have finished him if he did.
Yeah, that's
But still,
true.
I wasn't expecting Corey to get hurt like that.
Yeah, it was like the form in which Marab was striking this time was it looked a lot better than previous fights. Like just looked a lot sharper, which is scary to
Oh,
say.
yeah, they say he keeps getting better. So,
Yeah.
aren't they saying that his next move should be to move up to face Volkanovski or something?
I think so. I think he beats Volkanovski to be honest. Like he's gonna be smaller, but it's not really gonna matter if he can just outwork Volk.
Right. Because no, but he already beat everybody. I mean, he did say in
Yeah.
the post-fight interview that he could fight Jan again. I mean, Jan is nasty, but he
Yeah,
beat him
Jan
so
is
easy
nasty.
the first time around.
I feel like with Jan, he's just gonna go back to his style where he's just gonna take him down. It's like not gonna be a fun fight to watch.
I know, but I'd be interested in seeing him against Volkanovski.
That is the fight to make because that fight, I think Volk can actually defend takedowns and threaten takedowns, and then Volk's obviously gonna be better on the feet. He has more kicks and stuff, so I'm curious to see.
Right.
But I know Marab's gonna watch like the Islam fights and study that, like how Islam held him down, and he'll probably use a lot of good techniques like that Islam used. Maybe threaten some submissions, but I mean the size of it, the size difference will. They're not gonna have a crazy reach discrepancy, but I think the weight. I think Volk's gonna weigh a bit bigger.
Volk
Actually,
is
I think. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that Volk is, even though he's shorter, he's pretty stocky.
Yeah, and I was gonna say I think actually Volk's reach is actually pretty decent. So I know with the kicks too. I think he might actually have, or maybe it's not even like the reach. It's like the distance management because he's able to fight like Max Holloway and like those guys and like Islam and like be fine even though he was way smaller. So I think that's gonna be the biggest difference is like the range management or the distance
Yeah,
management.
dude. Volkanovski has really fast feet, like super underrated footwork. The way he
Yeah,
can get in, all dudes, like he was working Max on the
yeah.
inside and getting out real quick.
Yeah, and he can switch stances too, which is gonna be good for wrestling because then he can like throw strikes and then like switch to a stance where he has like some sort of advantage in defending or getting away or something.
Right, yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
I think
I think Marab probably is like I'm just gonna stay at bantamweight. I don't think he's gonna go up, dude. If I'm being honest.
you don't think he's gonna go fight Volkanovski.
I mean, he might, but I don't think he does it for like another like year. I think he waits until he fights a couple more, two or three more times at bantamweight, just because of how dominant he is. I think he realizes like this is just easy money.
I I mean, I'd be down to see him fight Jan again.
Yeah, same. And then I guess there is like maybe let me look at his record. There is maybe a couple fights he could take. Um, has he fought Song Yadong? Hasn't fought Song. Um, he could fight Umar again. Let's see here. He could fight Umar, Yan, Song, uh, Figueiredo. I don't know if they fought Batista. He could fight Batista, Sahabi. Okay, so there is a few guys. Oliveira. There's a few guys he could fight still. So I think that's probably the reason that he doesn't move up. And then Volk does also have a lot of guys like Evloev, Lopez again, Lerone, Sterling, Allen. Yeah, they're. I think the UFC is like, yeah. Even though it'd be a sick fight, I think the UFC is just like, nah, let's just keep it how it is. To be honest, just make it easier for themselves.
Right, because Sean is gonna fight Song Yudong. I think they're gonna give him Jan, and then I think Umar already has a fight, right?
Mm, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think he's probably hiding in the mountains, like doing hella steroids right now.
Don't even get me started.
That's what I heard, bro. I heard those motherfuckers just be hiding in the mountains. But yeah, bantamweight and the featherweight division is, I guess, it is pretty stacked up right now in terms of contenders, possible contenders as well. So, but man, the main
Right,
event. What do you think about Pereira?
dude. I was kind of doubting him. Not even gonna lie.
Really,
The
bro?
Magomed
Oh my.
Magomed, yeah, he pieced him up the first fight, but then I didn't know. I mean, you told me that Pereira was injured, and I couldn't remember the fight. I just remembered him looking super stiff and slow. But you said that he was like came out in the fifth round of the first fight, pretty like, hyped up and like looking pretty good. So I don't. What was his injury?
Ah, shoot. I think he had like I think he was sick, and then he also had some sort of injury. But I think I heard he had like COVID, and
Oh
he
yeah,
had
and then like a broken hand, right? Like the his
yes
left hand
something,
was broken.
something was messed up. I can't remember what it was, but some sort of injury.
Yeah, I mean he he worked Magomed, like he put that pressure on him right away. He like came out swinging.
Yeah, bro. I remember like I was watching the first fight. I'm like fifth round. I'm like, dude, where was this the whole fight? Besides the first round, like why was he not doing this? And then that's exactly what he did. I think he learned from that mistake. And this for this fight, he said, "Fuck that." He's like, "I'm going hard now," and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
And I think Magomed. That's how the first fight I thought was gonna happen was Pierre was just gonna overwhelm Magomed, and then obviously this fight happened. And I think, yeah, I think if they fought again, same thing would happen.
right. Yeah, Pereira. He needed to use his strengths, right? He was trying to like play points with Magomed the first fight, and he doesn't have very good defense. So you got to go out there and use your strengths, apply your pressure, use your power. I mean, maybe he was injured the first fight, and that didn't let him do that. But this time around, he went straight out, applying pressure, caught him pretty easy,
Yeah,
and
and yeah, and then like it's funny as fuck now after the fight, Magomed's team is like, "Oh yeah, he had a broken rib."
right,
It's like whenever you're the champion and you lose, it's almost guaranteed something happened.
Dude, I hate that shit, bro. They shouldn't even release information like that.
I know, dude. It's so funny. Like it's like, whatever. I don't think a broken rib's gonna stop. Is gonna prevent you from getting messed up like that either way. Like, you know what I mean? Even if you're 100% healthy, there's nothing you can do when Pereira just starts running at you, throwing power shots. There's only so much you can do. Is like you can run away, but that's basically it.
Right? So what do you think that Pereira should fight Olberg? Or do you think that he should because Olberg looked pretty crispy, the way he beat Reyes?
Oh my
Or do
god,
you think he
yeah.
should go up to heavyweight?
I think he should definitely fight Olberg before he leaves. That's just gonna be such a good fight. I low key think that should be like, or that could be a really close one. Like either guy could win that one, especially if it's, it is gonna be on the feet. So I think either guy could win that one.
Yeah, Olberg is a sniper with that hook.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to the way I see that fight is it's up to where Alex keeps the range. If Alex stays on the outside, he's gonna give Olberg the advantage. If Pereira stays close, just keeps like mid range, throwing those low kicks, um, like really just keeping the pressure on, then I think Pereira has the advantage. But yeah, going back to the first one, like if Pereira is not keeping the pressure on and he's complacent with just like circling around and like just trying to pop shot, I think Oliver wins that fight.
Well, I think it's perfect because Pereira is best when he's applying pressure, and Olberg usually likes to counter on the backside. So I guess we're gonna see who's best at their craft.
Yeah, it's gonna be whoever can land um, while using their strengths. But I don't think it's gonna be like some guy just like wins doing the wrong thing. Like you know how that happens sometimes, where like sometimes like a guy will just it looks like he's just doing everything wrong but still wins. I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think it's
Right.
gonna be whoever does their style right and lands that big shot.
Yeah. I think Olberg has a significant speed advantage.
Yeah, especially at range.
Yeah.
It's just because like the way
But
Pereira like loads up his shots, like that split second, he likes to like really load his hip, whereas Ulrich will just fire from any position.
right, right. I mean that's part of why he has a lot of power, Pereira.
Yeah,
But yeah, he has good timing though, so it'll be a good fight if that does happen.
yeah. Pereira's
'Cause
timing is yeah. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say because I don't really want to watch another Yuri fight, to
I
be
don't
honest.
either. Yeah, we already know what's gonna happen. Yuri's chin Yuri has a good chin, but it's not good against Pereira. Oh yeah, I was gonna go back to Pereira's timing. There's like certain timings and striking. It's where like yes, if you throw like the 1-2 like bop bop is good, but if you can throw like bop pause bop and get that timing down, you know what I mean? Like that rhythm,
Yeah.
it can be really good as well because you catch him in between your opponent like bracing and then relaxing. That's like when the bop pause bop is good. That Pierre does.
Right, right, right. Because you're using that jab to kind of bait something in her response.
Yeah, exactly. And then they prepare for the second one, and then you're like a split second after, right after they relax, is when you go. So it's like Paris got that down to a T, and I think Olberg is just gonna have to really avoid that, letting Pierre get comfortable. I don't think Pierre is gonna do what he did against Magomed, where he just runs at him, because I think Pierre knows Olberg. That's just gonna favor Olberg, to be honest.
Yeah, Helberg has some nasty counters. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
definitely the explosiveness in the youth versus the high Q and the what you call it, experience.
Yeah, and I think Pear is gonna have a handful because also Wolberg trains over where Izzy trained. I think so. It's gonna
All
be
right.
like he's gonna have like all that knowledge, bro. It's gonna suck for Pear. It's gonna be a tricky fight.
Yeah, so after this when you think he's like a Hall of Famer?
Oh, I think he already is, to be honest. I saw some
Yeah,
stat. It was like most knockouts in middle light heavyweight, or I can't remember, middleweight or light heavyweight, most knockouts. Anderson Silva was like 7 and Pereira has 6, something like that.
and Pereira's career is like significantly shorter, right?
Yeah, which is even crazier. Let's take a look at maybe this next card real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Um oh my god. Look at the left side. Look at me scroll down. Brazil, 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 Brazil. Oh my god. They actually filled the entire card with all Brazilian fighters. That's crazy. Wow.
There's a lot of Brazilian fighters out there.
Yeah.
They love their MMA.
This girl looks freaking scary. Oh, it's that girl. Never mind. She just has a different look now. That's funny.
Oh,
She got her hair permed. She looks like Sean O'Malley.
been up with the trends.
Yeah. Oh my god. Look at these big boys.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know these people.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys I don't know on this card. We'll skip this one and we'll go to you want to do the November card or the heavy? Actually, let's just do the November card and then we'll wrap it up. Cuz that card is sick. This one.
Mm.
Ooh,
Yep,
stacked, bro, from
this is
top to
good.
bottom. Let's start with the main event. How do you see that one going?
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day. I think I think Jack is gonna give Islam a really, really good fight, and it's gonna be really, really close. But I think Islam's gonna win. I think he's gonna get him in some choke or some shit, like a Dars.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be tough, bro. It's like I think just the thing that I'm curious about is the size, because usually Islam's like the weight bully, but now he's fighting someone he can't really do that against. Like obviously they're gonna be the same size pretty much.
Right. Well, I want Jack to win, but and I do think he's gonna give him a really, really, really good fight. Like it's gonna be really close. And shit, he might even win in the decision, to be honest. But I
Yeah,
slightly favor Islam, just slightly.
yeah, that is a good point. If it does go to decision, I think JDM does have a good chance to win that. But if it's by finish, I don't know if I see JDM getting a finish, but I could see Islam getting one.
I just see Islam. He's gonna catch some hands early on, and he's gonna be like, "Nope, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna go straight to the ground, and it's gonna be kind of boring."
Yeah, that's true. I think you're right. And another thing is, what the heck is this? I see number one next to Islam's name. Is that a glitch? That doesn't even make any
He's
sense.
never even fought.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's never
that's
fought
crazy.
there. What the heck? He's not on the lightweight rankings any. Oh wait, he is. Oh, okay, that's number one lightweight ranking. I was about to say.
Oh, I see. I see.
That's funny. I think they just did that so they can, for the marketing, they can just put number one next versus champion. That's a little scammy there, but whatever. We'll let it slide.
So you think Islam's gonna win, or how do you have it?
Yeah, I favor Islam. By finish, I favor him, but if it's decision, I think it's 50-50.
Yeah, I could go with that.
Valentina versus Wei Li. This is a good fight. Who do you got
I
winning this one?
favor Valentina. I'll favor Valentina, but I think Whaley could win, but
Yeah,
I favor Valentina.
I think I do too. I think the wrestling is going to be a big factor, but I do think I see like both fighters hurting each other, to be honest, on the feet, because they both have really strong kicks.
I think Whaley's gonna make it a little more dirtier. It's not gonna be like we've seen Valentina where actually I don't know. She might try to play it safe again. You think Whaley can counter her wrestling?
Um, I think she can a majority of the time, but I think if she can't, or the times that she doesn't, I do think Valentina will get her down and hold her down. So like whether it's like 2 or 3 minutes or a full round, I think there will be at least one of those moments throughout the fight where Shevchenko wins a round just because she can hold her down. But I do think that Valentina is going to have to shoot more than once, like probably 3 or 4 times to get a takedown.
Right. And
But
then
yeah, go ahead.
if Valentina wins, does she become like one of the women's goats?
Oh, for sure. Like, I mean, man, she was so close to beating Nunez one time, I think, and I think she's already. I mean, if you look at her record, she's already like, she got a crazy record. Let's see, beat Firo, beat Grasso. I don't even remember these fights. Beat Santos, I guess. Murphy, Andrade, Maya, Terramina. I mean, it's just like so many wins, bro. Her only real losses were Nunez,
Right.
and then one to Grasso, which was close. But yeah, that was a good matchup. This one's pretty interesting. Prates versus Edwards.
Yeah, this is probably the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Who do you got in this fight?
I got Prates. I think I think Leon has seen better days. And I know he is crispy, but he just doesn't have that. He kind of just plays it safe, you know what I'm saying? I mean
Yeah,
that when he knocked out Usman, that was like like one of the most clutch moments in like UFC history. But typically he likes to play it safe. He doesn't I don't know, he's more you would call it a technical fighter that stays on the outside, you know, more.
yeah, dude.
Prates, I think he can do more.
I just think like lately Leon just looks like he doesn't want to be there ever. Like he just like is there for the check, and then when his corner is like yelling at him, he's just like his attitude's so bad, bro. It's just like he's just zoning out, not listening, not and he fights like he doesn't care. He's just like not. There's just no energy, and I think if he does that against Prates, it's just gonna be the same result, and it's just gonna be him losing again, and he's gonna get cut. If I'm being for real.
Yeah. I think man, I want I want Prates to knock him out. Get a good, nice little highlight reel finish.
I do too. It is just it's just gonna be tricky because the range Leon has good long reach with his kicks too, especially. So it's gonna be tricky, especially because Carlos when he gets knockouts, like I don't know, I feel like his last one like he had to be pretty close for that one, obviously. But let me see here. Um, but yeah, like I don't. I feel like he gets nice and close, like mid range to close range when he gets the finishes. Whereas like staying on the complete outside, I don't think that's gonna be very easy to get a knockout. So it's interesting to see if Leon fights lazy. Then sure, I bet Prates knocks him out. But if Leon's like sharp, he just keeps him on the outside, tries to make it a freaking boring fight, and then maybe just loses a decision or something.
Yeah, I think Leon right now is like a worse version of Ian Gary.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy
They
his
have
fall
very,
off,
very
bro.
similar styles.
His fall
I
off's
know.
crazy, dude. He was so good. Like, when he fought Usman, um, he just looks like no one could beat him. Like he had good wrestling, good striking. Even before the Usman fight, like he was just beating all these guys like easily.
Oh yeah, he's well educated when it comes to technique and stuff like that. Like he's
Yeah.
pretty crispy. It's just that, like you said, there's like a lack of energy behind it, you know,
Yeah, dude. He got
that
a taste
will.
of that. Yeah, he got a taste of the gold and he's like, all right, I'm good. He got the silk sheet
For the
syndrome.
yeah, he does for sure. But for the sake of the division, I hope Pratis wins. He brings more excitement overall in and out of the octagon.
Oh, for sure. For sure. This Benil versus Benoit fight is pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting actually.
This will
Both
be the
kind of
last
similar
fight.
styles.
Yeah, like shoot, I don't know who wins that because Benil's good on the ground, Benoit's good on the ground, and then they're both pretty decent on the feet. They're like fighting like their own strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, I think that fight should be pretty good because on the ground they're pretty aggressive, and I think their strengths and weaknesses actually are kind of the same, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like I like they even like I don't know they just remind me of each other, but I think Benoit after his last fight he looked really good. So I don't know, and he's probably a fresher fighter. Um, I think that's gonna be the main thing that gives him the edge versus Benoit. Benoit's been in the UFC forever. Just kind of, I feel like he's like on the tail end of his career too. So we'll
Ryush
see.
is, yeah. I
Yeah,
think Benoit really surprised me how he fought Rufi. I mean, I knew that
yeah,
like his grappling was superior, but he didn't get hit with any stupid stuff that would knock him out. You know, like another highlight reel knockout.
yeah, yeah. I think if Benoit fights smart, uses some good striking to initiate some grappling, uses just wrestling and not trying to submit Benil, I think it should be he should be the favorite. And then I think it's gonna take some slippery like grappling or like some tricky striking for Benil to find something to work for him. Just
Yeah,
because I think,
I think I'll
yeah,
favor. I'll just say that I'll favor Saint Denis for this one.
yeah, me too. Just because he's stronger, probably more fresher. But it is interesting. Like it's hard to tell how this fight goes, to be honest. Just because, like, yeah, like we said, they could both have the same strengths and the same weaknesses. It's just gonna be
Right.
who can do their game plan better.
Yeah, and like you said, Benoit, he's a fresher fighter.
Yep. Let's see. This is gonna be a good fight. Capila versus Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop. It's crazy that this guy Gregory Rodriguez is the same weight class as Bo Nickel.
Yeah, he looks huge.
Dude, he used to be like a heavyweight pretty much, I'm pretty sure, or light heavyweight. Now he's just a middleweight. He just cut the extra 20. I mean, I realistically, I think a lot of light heavyweights can cut down to middleweight.
Yeah, he looks like he's pushing 60 though.
Right, dude? And he's not, the crazy thing is he's not even that old. Let me pull up his age. Did you mean his age?
Yeah, yeah, he looks like
Yeah,
he's pushing 60.
he does look old. Let me see. Put this here. 92, 8. He's only 33.
Jesus.
Yeah. But he looks like he's like 40.
I know, but he has a lot of power, huh?
Yeah, dude, he hits hard as frick, man. And so does Kopylov. So I think this is going to be just whoever hits the first shot, first big shot. I don't think it's going to be much else to it besides that.
It'd be a good little fight.
Yeah. And there's some other good fights, but we'll touch on those as we get closer. I think we covered a pretty good amount tonight. Anything else you wanted to go over?
No, that's pretty much it. It was a good preface of
Yeah.
those fights. A good card.
Yeah, we still have some good fights coming up. I think we could maybe do another one before um at least the Aspinall gone card. We didn't really go over that, so we'll go over maybe
Yeah.
the some of these fights, and then we'll cover that as well. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
real quick shout out to the king of violence, the platinum Mike Perry for his W against Jeremy Stevens.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, that
He's
bare
doing his
knuckle,
thing
man.
over there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing their thing. I saw that they're worth like estimated worth like $250 million. The promotion now.
Really. Wasn't it like the fastest growing promotion in fight
Y-
sports last year or something like that?
yeah, yeah. Like the CEO or whoever owns it was like, yeah, dude, I've basically put all my money into it at almost like 3 times, and then he's like, he's like, yeah, now look at us. He got like Conor McGregor to invest in it and all that stuff, and now they're worth like hella.
Yeah, dude, that Connor was the Connor getting Connor on there was the move.
Yeah, man. I want to know how much Connor bought. He probably bought like almost 25% to half of it.
Yeah, dude. Real quick, so Connor he's gonna fight next year. You think it's gonna happen, or is it gonna keep prolong? He's gonna keep prolonging Chandler.
I think it's gonna happen. Like, that would be so messed up if he did that again, bro.
I
Oh my
know, dude.
god. So it's
He was
funny
such a
because
tease last year.
yeah, he got a retroactive, or it was either retroactive or just like under the cover suspension from USADA, and it ends next March. Isn't that kind of funny though? Like it just so happens like when he's actually planning on coming back, his suspension's over, and all of a sudden this comes out now that he's gonna be on that card. Like I wonder if he already knew he was suspended and they just kept it quiet, or if they actually did just give him that retroactive suspension and he just got like the notification or something whatever. Does that make sense?
I think he knew. I think he knew.
Yeah, I think you do too. Oh my god.
No, he's looking good though in the training videos.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see though, like his confidence level coming off of the steroids because he was definitely on something.
Yeah, dude, he was saucy.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. He's probably weighing like 190 to almost like 200 pounds at his peak, bro. You could tell.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
But yeah,
That'll be interesting. But yeah, um,
yeah, that's pretty much it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this content, go ahead and give us a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.